Hey guys, and welcome back to chicken vlog number 4. So that means that the chicks are 4 weeks old now, and they are so cute. They're getting so big so quickly. I really can't believe how fast they're growing. But I have a really cool surprise for you guys today in this video. I was talking about getting ducks, and so finally I did. But before we get started with that, I do want to remind you guys, please subscribe to BirdTalk Magazine. That is the magazine that I'm writing for about chickens. This last article was all about how to get your hens to produce healthy eggs, so do be sure to subscribe over there if you guys are really interested in birds and chickens, because there are going to be subjects that I cover over there in the magazine that I don't go into detail here in the vlogs. So I just got a call. The ducks are supposed to come tomorrow.
But they're here today.
They're here today. Yay!
So what are we gonna do?
We're gonna go pick them up.
And then?
I don't know. Hug them?
Yay!
Yay!
Hug patos. Hello.
Okay. You know who called you?
No, I don't actually.
I have a pen that will match your shirt perfectly. Let me, big boxes, little boxes?
I don't know. It should probably be about this size, brown with holes in it.
Okay, I think I've seen some chickens, so they're all going to be yours under this address?
Yes.
Okay, I'll be right back.
Thank you.
Well, because there's like 6 more of these over there.
Oh, really?
Wow. Yeah, they were supposed to come in tomorrow.
You're making a movie about chickens?
I do vlogs.
Oh, okay.
On the internet.
You want me to put one for you too? There we go. One for each. Oh. What do you have there? I think they would be okay.
Yeah, it's just that the weather changed pretty dramatically last time.
Yeah, but it wasn't cold. It just rained. Camila, put the pollos.
Alright, let's see. Oh man. Oh, no.
Maybe we should just open it when we're in the house.
No. We can open it now. How are we
Here,
gonna
hold
open
on to this.
Okay. Look at these chicks, they're big.
What are they?
These are leghorns.
Oh, okay.
And you can see they all just hatched because they...
Yeah.
Oh, they're so cute. So all of this is supposed to be female. The whole box.
We'll find out soon.
Yeah.
That's cool.
The little chickies, I think they're cold.
Alright, well, let's try and take them then. Here you go. You can film them a little bit more if you want to. And I'll start going. Let's not turn on the air conditioner even though it's boiling hot in here.
Yeah. Well, you can turn on your side. I'll close my vents. Turn on your side so we can at least
I'd
get
rather
some.
them not get cold. Those other things. They've had a rough day today.
This is so cool. Are you dying?
It's hot.
It's
real
hot. No air conditioner. Ugh.
Yeah.
What?
It's for the chickies. That's
For
why I
the
do it.
chickies.
We do it for the chickies.
Right now, I'm going to put all of these chicks into my brooder. This isn't going to house all of them because they are, not all of them are mine, but this is going to house them for temporary until I can get them over to the other person that bought them. Since they're early, we might have to take care of them for a day or so. But they'll be fine in here. So I think I forgot to mention when I was filming during this part of the video that 4 of these ducks are mine. 4 of them are going to be staying with me. That means I'll have 5 khaki Campbells because I do still have 1 other hen. Okay, so let's talk about shipping baby chicks. Anytime I get an animal in the mail, this is a big topic in the comments. I'll get lots of comments about how it's mean and how the animal is going to die. First thing is, let's imagine that breeders and hatcheries are the evil monsters you make them out to be. If the animals they sell all die, that's bad business. A company cannot make money selling and shipping an animal if it dies during shipment. So obviously there has to be some sort of system in place that ensures live and healthy animals are delivered. Now, I've talked about this before in regards to reptiles, and I will link my snake unboxing video in case you're interested in those details. But let's talk about chicks. How is it possible to ship chicks and ducklings? Well, chicks are shipped immediately after they hatch. Right before they hatch, they absorb what is left of their yolk. And this provides the chick with food and energy for a few days. This is in case the chicks are not able to find food right away, so that they're not hungry while they learn to eat. Remember, chickens and ducks and geese and several other ground birds are not fed by their parents. Obviously, they don't have milk, and these birds do not regurgitate food for their young. And learning how to eat is a process. So they need something to get them going when they're coming out of the egg. What this means for us is that it is safe to keep these newly hatched chicks without food and water for 72 hours. So these chicks are not hungry when they're shipped overnight. Special boxes are used to make sure that the journey is safe and comfortable for them. And usually hatcheries have a certain number of chicks that are required to ship. For example, the hatchery I use, if you're only buying chickens, you have to buy at least 25 in order to ship safely. This is because the chicks will keep each other warm with their body heat, and well, because they are social animals after all. So in this instance, this is why I had to buy so many chicks and ducks and why I had to ask somebody to do the order with me. The minimum for ducks, I think, was 15, and I did not want 15 ducks. That's just too many. I mean, it'd be awesome, but that's just really too many for me to raise. In regards to space, taking care of them, and ducks are just so incredibly messy. So I had to think about how many would be right for me. So do deaths occur? Yes, they do. However, the mortality rate is not any higher than if the chicks were to stay in the hatchery instead of being shipped. If you raise animals, you know that birth is a tricky thing. Life's a miracle, and not all survive. Sometimes after a chick hatches, they haven't formed right or just aren't healthy enough, and they don't survive. But usually the hatchery can tell if a chick looks sick, and they do not ship them. We've been mailing chicks across the country since 1918, when the post office opened it up to live chicks. And millions of chicks are shipped across the country every year. The great thing about ordering chicks is that you can get all kinds of breeds, and raising chicks is really fun. I think that everyone should have chickens. I understand that chickens aren't right for everyone, but it really feels like a lot of people are missing out on this amazing pet that poops breakfast. Okay, so the question we got from the last vlog is from Scared Margaret. No, hold on. Scared Marquette. I think I got that right. I can't believe how big they've gotten already. Wow. I do have some questions. What is their lifespan? Is there any chance of accidentally getting a rooster when picking chicks? Do you choose to store your eggs at room temperature, refrigerate them, or use them immediately? Will you have a rooster and allow, the chicken dance? Hope you feel better soon, by the way. Thank you. So the lifespan for chickens on average is about 7 or 8 years. And it's, I think, pretty much the same for most breeds. I think the laying hens probably have a little bit of a shorter lifespan. They'll be laying eggs for almost their whole life. Around the time they're 5 years old is when production will really go down, and they won't be laying very often. It is very possible to end up with a rooster when you order pullets or buy pullets from someone. Pullets means female chicks. And it's because it is hard to tell if they're boys or girls. For the most part, you will end up with mostly females. Last time I ordered 3 khaki Campbell ducks, and I ended up with 2 hens and a male. I feel like that's in my luck, though, is like I just have really bad luck, and I can pick boys like just... I bought 3 ducks from Tractor Supply a couple of years ago before it might have been when I first started YouTube. I think they're the ducks in one of the first chick videos that I made on YouTube. All 3 of those ducks that I picked out of Tractor Supply were male. Just my luck. And they're still here. You can see them sometimes in my videos running around. And then last summer when I went out of town, and one of the peacocks ended up hatching 3 baby ducks while I was gone. Yeah, I know, it's crazy. I'll link a video. All of those 3 ducks ended up being males. So I just have really bad luck. So I have 6 ducks running around the farm that are males. So yeah, it is possible to get a rooster. I do think that all of my Orpington are female. I'm actually pretty sure. Now, the ducks I got, I say there's a very high chance that I picked out a boy, because it's me. So I actually keep my eggs at room temperature. That's how I like to keep them. It's really normal for Europeans to keep their eggs at room temperature. Americans refrigerate their eggs, and they're very obsessed with refrigerating their eggs. I'll only put them in the refrigerator if they're not super fresh, if they're getting kind of old and I'm not using them immediately. But to me, it's even just a pain to store them in the refrigerator. I feel like it takes up room and it's not even necessary. I don't want to have something in the refrigerator that doesn't need to be refrigerated. So I store them at room temperature. Okay, so if I have a rooster, will I allow them to do the chicken dance? So I know this is a problem for some people that collect their eggs, but I don't have any issue with it. The eggs could be fertilized if you keep a rooster with your hens. But I don't really even see that as necessarily a bad thing. The chick has not started developing. So while it is fertilized, it's not necessarily like you're eating a baby chick, I guess. At least that's my perspective on it. People have different perspectives on this. There's no right or wrong answer. Some people think it's gross and they don't want to keep a rooster in with their chickens. There's also other issues that come up with it that I think would probably be better covered in another vlog later. But I don't care about that. And you just want to pick up your eggs often. Make sure that, they don't actually start developing. But yeah, I just don't really care about that. Although I don't think I'm going to have a rooster. I really don't think I'm going to have an Orpington rooster. I am considering getting one if I don't. I'm not sure. I am trying this breed out for the first time, so if I decide I really like Orpingtons, I might decide to just breed my own and not have to keep buying them from a hatchery. But I don't know if I'm going to want to do that. I have a while to decide. That's not something I need to figure out right now. So, yeah, I guess I'll talk about that more later. Thank you so much for asking those questions. Those were really good questions. And I hope that my answers were sufficient. Thank you guys so much for watching this vlog. I hope you enjoyed it, and I hope you got to learn something new about raising chickens and ducks. Let me know what else you want to learn about raising chickens or ducks, and I will see you guys in the next vlog. Thanks. Bye.